I'll be doing something very quickly, but not something as easy as I wanted to say this. But after as results of months overviews and too much risk taking in my house, today is a day that I'm going to document this in one of its first lights. A lot of you guys may have well known that the fact that a few months ago my dad made me pick up like dead rats and like do other risky things. And what I'm going to declare here, I'm going to reveal a little bit about the reality that I'm already living in. I'm already beginning to realize that my entire household is impure in terms of like the true scale of what's been going on. For my friends, most of my friends live in like animal free places. Some people live in like a good backyard, others live with animals, but mine is just dangerous at this point. I've been assigned to many jobs before in my house, such as helping chickens, doing the chores, and most of these are pretty safe to do. But I've been realizing that my parents have also been had in risky jobs under the guise of duty and responsibility. A risk that I've seen multiple times is when I've had to take dead rats out of a rat trap, clean up in risky areas, and the biggest thing that I haven't realized is that the scale of this, that my parents are traditionalists. They believe in like doing the risky jobs, especially when they're gone on trips are important. But the thing is that they believe in duty and responsibility. But the thing is that cleaning up dead rats is not duty. That is a job that is meant for professionals. Taking care of like 10 chickens in the backyard is also highly dangerous, let alone a pond that's already leaking. My mom tends to be rash in decision making and originally constructed the chicken pond as a result of an economic worry that the temporary cost of egg prices that are high. And now my parents have forced me to take care of risky responsibilities and a large chicken pen that my mom did as a result of high egg prices that would eventually lower, and four more dogs that I have to take care of. The thing is that my parents believe that they're doing good for me and teaching me responsibilities, but I realize that this is not safe. This is not duty. This is a danger that's waiting around the corner. Next time I might pick up a virus and end up going to the hospital. I might even get problems. Imagine it like this. When my mom was gone on a trip, my dad's busy in work as a nurse. I'm forced to take care of all of this. Feed the dogs, do the chores, feed the birds, do what's important. But I also have to pick up dead rats, clean up hazardous areas, and also if I didn't obey my parents, they would probably call me lazy or call me disobedient and the P word for a woman's bottom. If you guys know what that is, that my dad genuinely did that to me last, and that's what he called me. That's exactly what my dad tried to call me when I remember back when I tried to get a dead rat. My dad called me the P word because he thought that me using gloves and using a lot of scared to touch the dead rat was me being like a P word, even though I was just being like, I mean, I do get everything that I need, like the money, the editing software that I need to edit these videos, clothes, but that still doesn't excuse the bacterial vector conditions that are going on in my living conditions. Although my parents today aren't forcing me to do chores, and they don't do as much, I don't do as much when they're here. When I'm alone, when my parents are on a trip, I'm made to take care of this. Some of it is important, but others are very, very risky. The pond itself is also broken, as I said, and my parents are doing nothing about it when it gets rainy. It's also difficult because my parents are caretakers, so I'm caught between two things. I can choose to let this be known to the public and family, risk friction, or do nothing and stay silent, but risk a lot of other things. It's a challenge between avoiding friction and causing friction for change, because I'm one of those people. If I speak up, then my parents will call me ridiculous, saying that they know how to deal with this, especially with my mom. If I don't, then I'll continue suffering and possibly I might get sent to the hospital. And it's a large fish pond outside, very large for a backyard, suburban backyard, and there's 10 chickens in a coop that's right near it. Four exotic birds, although the birds aren't exactly a risk here. Four dogs, just like Fluffy, risk, again, I sneeze too much. And the pond itself is broken, mosquito risk, and my mom isn't doing nothing to fix it. I'm already on a two-front war. I already got complex parents, I gotta deal with their chores, and I gotta deal with future social dynamics, especially with people, double that load for next year, and then I'm gonna have a lot of problems. We're on a double front war right there. That's why I'm gonna make this very, very quickly, April 19th. I'm declaring the living conditions outside of my room under very unfortunate circumstances. Just as much as I am a whistleblower about many unsaid school social problems, now we're shining a light on the very things that I do not want to be talking about. An example that I call here is a bestial, primitive way of handling animals outside my room. A risk to bodily contact and a risk to health, a documented risk. It is an ultimate disgrace that my parents cannot sadly see their own mistakes. I can't talk to them because they'll think I'm speaking nonsense. But from this point, I'm declaring these conditions a health risk. This is a bestial, reprimandable, and unfaithful way of dealing and handling animals.